Hi, today I want to talk directly to the high masking autistic entrepreneurs and creatives who are really freaking good at what they do. You are finished with believing that you have to lower your expectations of success and do everything at the expense of your nervous system needs. Think sensory overwhelm, think social battery drain, think sacrificing basic self-care like hygiene, like nutrition, like the fact that I even have my t-shirt on inside out right now while I'm recording this call for my comfort so that I can be all of me turned on right now to meet all of you. What you really need to do is to anchor into your strengths. And whether it's me or not, find a coach who knows exactly how to navigate the potent and sometimes ebbing and flowing swings that come with having an autistic nervous system, and that they can help you build a toolkit that will actually work. My clients who get the best results are the ones who believe in themselves and their own truth over the limitations so-called advocate and supportive service put on them, and believe their lived experience enough to correct a doctor who doesn't know what they're talking about, to create systems that work for them. My clients who are the most successful are the ones who are aware of what's going on, and they're frustrated with having to explain it all to a service provider in order to get help. You don't have to do that with me because I am autistic. And in order to find out I was autistic, I worked as a respite aide for non speaking autistic young adults with varying levels of support needs and youth and kids. I used to go into the homes of autistic families, and then the family would leave, and I would stay there for a day, 2 days, a week, just me and my friend, my client who couldn't speak with words, couldn't write with tools, didn't have assisted technology, and we got along just fine. So, with me, I want you to build a life that allows you to thrive instead of being hung up on all of this internalized conditioning that you believe of how it's supposed to be. One of the things that we do inside of pocket coaching is kind of like an autistic nervous system detective, is my role. Your job is to just show up and tell me what's most present for you, whether it's joy, whether it's irritation, whether you perceive rejection in a situation because it matches a pattern where you've previously been rejected, things you're frustrated with, things that willpower alone is not helping, things that other practitioners have dismissed you for, but you know it's the truth and you believe it. Okay. I want you to bring those things because I know how autism makes your brain and body feel different compared to what you've been told is what you should aim for and aspire to. We're not out here trying to be neurotypical. And yet we compare ourselves to so many neurotypical and or allistic, non-autistic, neurodivergent people whose brains and bodies work differently than ours. We get mad that we can't do it the way that they do it. We get mad that life is so much more complicated for us instead of accepting that life is so much more complicated for us and finding solutions to reduce the shame, the stigma, the exhaustion, the internalized anger. Because why is it like this? We're never going to really fully know and understand the answer as to why life is so hard for us. We're never really going to solve all of the systemic challenges by ourselves. So, what is more empowering is leaning into your autonomy, your sense of self, stepping fully into your power, realizing that there is no correct way to do life, and finding someone who will help you discover what kind of life you actually want to have and how to shift what your house is supposed to look like, what your clothes are supposed to look like, when you're supposed to eat, what you're supposed to eat, like all of these different things that the average entrepreneur and creative person doesn't even think about. It's on autopilot for them. You're exhausted before you even go to your business, or you hide in your business from your exhaustion. Okay, that's like the two main groups that autistic entrepreneurs and creatives who come to me fall into. If you still like me and you're drawn to my energy, just trust that and come along. But I want to teach you a different method of success that honors your brain and body, so that when your body is telling you to slow down, you can. Having your entire year of a launch planned out and then not allowing for the unexpected meltdowns is going to be a source of shame. But of course, there are tools and systems and strategies in your personal life and in your professional life that can support you. Even the way that I do business now, posting videos on YouTube, interacting on social media, and almost exclusively doing coaching through text and voice note allows me to really be supportive for my clients no matter what the rest of my life is doing, right? So on days where I don't have the spoons to use my actual voice, I can text a lot. On days when I don't have the ability to type, I can use voice notes. I no longer have to deal with being perceived all of the time, because when I record these videos, it's just me and my cats and the nature, and I can always stop and re-record it if my words get mixed up, or if I get stuck on a word, or if I get distracted, or if my echolalia kicks in and I just keep repeating a sound. I get to be all of me and then decide which parts I let you in on, right? So just like my brain is different, my method of success is different too. So my idea of a wildly successful business includes the freedom to support my disability in a way that feels gentle and kind and empowering, instead of just the bare minimum so that I can survive, right? I have slowly over time built my life in such a way that I love it even when it's hard. And I want that for you too. So, success gets to be different for you when you get curious and when you have someone who you know understands the very real struggle. So, if you have been missing the companionship, the extra support in between coaching calls, if you have wrongfully been dismissed that your experience and what you're going through is a mindset problem or an energetic problem that is incorrect and an oversimplification for most autistic folks. While yes, we can manage the intensity of our symptoms with energetics, we cannot change the wiring of our nervous system simply by doing some stretches and holding some crystals and chanting some chants. Anyone telling you they can cure autism with Kundalini, energetics, Reiki, or any other kind of modality is full of shit. You can absolutely manage things, reduce the often how often a meltdown occurs. You can allow yourself to stay in overstimulating environments longer to get what you need out of them and have more autonomy and power in those moments. You can rebound faster with the correct type of nervous system work for your brain and body. And that feels good, right? To know that there's like a little bit of hope. So if you would like to know more, check out the link below. I am accepting 5 clients per month right now, and I would absolutely love if you could join me. The price is $297 Canadian per month with a sliding scale available on request. I'm so excited to meet you. Comment below where you're from and what topics you would like for me to cover in the upcoming videos. Some of the things I'm going to be talking about in the next few videos is behaving so people will like you and giving your magic away for free. Relationships with your relationship with words like should and supposed to. Literalism, pattern recognition, the difference or not between a highly sensitive person and autism, and dopamine for sensory seekers, paying for the excitement without getting any of the value. Okay, so if you would like to hear some more, let me know. I would love to create that for you. Bye for now.